Hello students, welcome in our today's session. I am Anita Goswami, assistant professor of English at Government College Rajgarh Churu, and our today's session actually is an extension lecture of our earlier lecture on the poem Ecology by A.K. Ramanujan, which is prescribed in BA Part 3rd and GSU Bikaner. And as you all are very familiar of the text and the poem and the poet, and in our today's lecture we will be dealing with the brief sort of summary or analytical session of this particular poem Ecology. And so for better understanding, here we will discuss about the summary, the main central idea of the poem, the style of the poet, and main theme of this poem in detail. So let's start with this portion. As you all know that this poem Ecology is particularly taken from A.K. Ramanujan's third volume of poems, which is titled Second Sight. The title of the poem, the collection of poetry volume, the title is Second Sight, which was published in 1986. So you have to be very clear and very careful for the particular the title of this volume, as there are questions regarding when this poem was get published and from which volume has been this poem taken. So all these we have to be very familiar, all these things. Now coming to the main thing, here in this poem the speaker seems to be that the speaker is the poet himself, or maybe some imaginary person who is loyally devoted to his mother. As we have seen in the poem, the conversation or the talk, the imaginary talk or the reactions between mother son, that the speaker here seems to be a very loyal or a devoted son to his mother. He is very angry because his mother has a severe attack of migraine, and a very bad migraine is something very bad kind of headache, often causing a person to vomit, which is caused by the fragrance of the pollen of the flower of the red champak tree when every time it is in bloom. So the poet who sincerely expresses his feelings, his emotions towards his mother, that he got very angry because his mother has a severe attack of migraine because of the fragrance of the pollen flower of the red champak tree, and the fragrance is so heavy and suffocating as the yellow pollen spreads everywhere. Even the doors of the speaker's house cannot prevent the strong smell from the entering the house. The walls of the house are able to absorb almost everything: the sounds, the sights, the human voices, the harsh sounds produced when new shoes are worn. So, but those houses, they cannot stop the fog of pollen dust from the champak trees. That is something unbearable things, unacceptable from the side of the poet. So here the loving son, therefore he decides to cut down the tree, that very champak tree, and but when he takes this decision, he is actually prevented from doing so by his own mother, who sees the positive side of the tree in her garden. And what are the arguments she will give to his son? That she says the tree, this very tree, is as old as her son, as her as she herself, and it had been fertilized by the droppings of a passing bird by chance. And these kind of things are very important for all generation people, that who consider that this to be a very good omen for them, for their whole household, for their family. So the positive side of it is that the tree provides many basketful of flowers to be offered to her gods and to her daughters and daughters every year. And when so although the tree, she is very well aware that although the tree would give her a terrible migraine to one line of cousins as a legacy, knowing that she, even that she is not ready to cut the tree. And the yellow pollen fog is the yellow dust of pollen carried in the air, which is so thick and heavy, like fog which covers the whole earth. So but even though she is not ready to cut the tree, not ready to getting cut the tree. And actually this poem portrays Ramanujan's strong interest in the family bonding, in the family, as very important theme of his poetic craft. His memories of the past would, as we know that he has shifted to USA, and he usually come his native home, and his memories of the past would inevitably bring pictures of his family, especially his mother, who is self-sacrificing. There is also a reference to his Hindu heritage when he mentions the gods and the ancient beliefs in the poem. The sense of irony is indicated when the mother very angrily protests the idea of cutting down the tree, even though she is suffering very badly from the migraine caused by it. She has a kind of emotional attachment to the tree, saying that it is as old as herself. So, Ecology is a poem which could be read as one single sentence, as we already know that there is no full stop in between the whole poem. So this is something unique about this poem, that it could be read as one single sentence. However, each stanza has one particular idea, that it conveys one particular idea. There is a causal connection between the ideas, and they flow from one stanza to the next. There is a flow which connect one stanza to the next stanza, and like flares her temper. It is an instance of the use of irony, because she is very angry at the idea of having the tree cut down. The actual meaning of the word ecology is not followed here in the poem, but the poet seems to convey the thought that a particular kind of tree may have both negative and positive factors, and therefore it need not be pulled down. So the poet has tried to show here the difference between the views of people belonging to different generation. On the one hand, we have the mother of the poet, who belongs to the older generation, and on the other hand, we have the poet himself, who represents the new generation of today's time. So here the old people who have emotions, who have memories, beliefs to attest with the ecology, but um, here the new generation people like poet who has not that kind of close bonding to the tree or to the ecosystem surrounding him. So they consider the red champak tree as just of no use. So the pollen, the which pollute the whole air, and they cannot be prevented from entering the houses and the human body. So this is something which the poet is actually opposed, and that's why he has not attached deeply like his own mother. So here we get the two contrary sides of a human life, human personality. So these kind of basic ideas we can find throughout the whole poem. So this poem shows the poet's strong interest in family, in his views on Hindu belief systems, on views on different contrary views of two generations people, each and everything. So we can easily relate, even the reader can easily, as a reader we can relate to the poem. Our general understanding of the familial bondings, general understanding of the ecosystem, or the our general belief systems of worshipping, preserving nature, and all these things. So I hope you have get uh, at least the gist of the whole poem, the central ideas of this poem, central idea of this poem. So